Hello, good morning, and good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching this. Again, my name is Dr. Okwebanwo, and I'm the spokesperson for over 250,000 Nigerians that lost their money or that was scammed out of over 200 billion naira and over $100 billion globally by a company called Omegapro Trading Company. And I represent the class of investors in Nigeria who invested over 200 billion naira into this project. And this video today, as an update, the daily update I give is to show proof that Omegapro Nigerian leaders knew or should have known that Omegapro was a Ponzi scheme years ago. It's one thing to claim innocence, that I'm just trying to do my business. I didn't know it was a scam, or I could not have known it was a scam. And it's another thing for you to knowingly know this was a scam and then lead people who trusted you, people who followed you just because you had influence, to get them to invest their money. Yes, it's true. You might say, oh, those people who invested, to maybe they are greedy, maybe they could have investigated, but you're going to be seeing it as I expose this, that it's so easy to get so many Nigerians who are unsuspecting to fall for this scam. And in any case, people follow their leaders mostly. That's how the world works. So it is on the leaders themselves, the people who are going to be going out there to sell a product or a scam, to make sure they did thorough investigation so that people trust them. Do not go, because people won't go and do check. If their leader or somebody they trust is saying this is a great thing, or people that they follow in their church, like some pastors who are involved in this, your congregation is not going to go be doing Googling because you told them you heard from God and they follow you. So this video is to expose that lie they are trying to spread, that they are not aware that this thing was a scam from the beginning. Because one of the points of contention, which is making all these diamonds refuse to respond to reasonable requests to refund some of the proceeds of the illegal Ponzi scheme that is called Omegapro, is the fact that they claim that they did a thorough investigation into Omegapro business before they invested in it themselves, and found that its owners and the business itself are of impeccable integrity. Many of them even claimed, like Dr. Daniel Onoja, Dr. Precious Unwolisa, they claimed that they hired investigators to go check out Omegapro and their owners out thoroughly, and they all came back with a clean bill of health as far back as 2019, 2020, and 2021. That is what they have been saying. And just so that you know, I'm not just misquoting them, here is Mr. Daniel Onoja, their primary agent to scam Nigerians. This is what he had to say when he was introducing them to Nigerians a while back. Let's listen to him and hear what he has to say about this.
Regardless of what the market looks like right now. So I told him I'm in, and we went into researching, and with all what I saw from the technical aspect.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to play it from the beginning.
Forex trader. Okay, I didn't mention that I'm a retail forex trader. I have experience with the foreign exchange market, and when I saw what Omegapro assembled together, I said, wow. I said, this is powerful because it's a combination of transparency, honesty, and of course, expertise. They are good with what they do. And so when I saw it, I didn't waste time at all. Paulo just told me there is something. I said, bro, you know I'm 100% loyal. If you are in, then I'm in. Even before we went into looking at what the opportunity was, I told him, if you're there, then I'm there. Let's go, let's push it hard, regardless of what the past has been like, regardless of what the market looks like right now. So I told him I'm in, and we went into researching, and with all what I saw from the technical aspect, the website, how sophisticated it was, to make sure it can accommodate the amount of monies going in and coming out, and of course, to make sure that the website is safe for financial transactions. I looked also at the financial activity of the company, and I said, yes, all what they promise to do is very, very realistic and feasible. It is not just some form of over promises or hype or exaggeration, but they are all realistic. Then I had my very first call with Dilawa, and that day, I remember a lot of conversation went down. And at the end of that conversation, Dilawa said, Daniel, with these questions you've asked, I think Africa is ready for Omegapro, and I think Nigeria is going to have us. Few days after that, Dilawa visited Nigeria, and I want to appreciate all the 230 different leaders I was counting. Brother, yeah? They were all coming. Different people were coming. There were invitations from everywhere, and leaders were coming to ask questions. And that was why Dilawa was said it was like a long set of people asking questions. Thank you to all those leaders, because those questions, because they were convincingly answered, that's the reason why we are here today. I really want to appreciate this.
All right, we can hear him make this claim, but facts that has come to our knowledge as we begin to investigate every one of them shows that this is a lie. We now know this is a lie, being told by the Diamonds just to avoid accepting responsibility for knowingly and deliberately misleading Nigerians and deceiving to keep deceiving investors who trusted them, and a weak attempt to hold on to the commissions, the humongous commissions they collected from investments made by people that they marketed into this Omegapro scam. Believe it or not, Daniel and some of his travelers in scam were getting more than $50,000 a week at some point as direct commissions from introducing people into this scam. So to show the world that they were lying about their so-called innocence, or the claim that they thoroughly investigated Omegapro before they joined and started asking their friends, family, and church members, and all who trusted them to invest their hard-earned money in Omegapro, this presentation will delve, I will show you, into undeniable evidence that suggests these promoters had access to knowledge that it is a scam, or should have had access if they did even a basic and casual investigation to find out information, because it's out there. Lots of information exposing the fraudulent nature of Omegapro it's been there since 2019. And why they now bear a moral and ethical and legal duty and responsibility to refund the commissions they received from this illegal Ponzi scam. That has been my primary fight with them, apart from the other ways we are going to try to help investors get their money back. Our contention is that people collected commissions from this scam needs to refund. We're even asking them just to refund a part. We're not even asking for all. But they are saying they have no responsibility, ethical, moral, or otherwise, or legal, to refund this money. But the fact is, as I'm going to take you through this in a minute, as early as 2019, there were numerous red flags and warnings that should have set off alarm bells for any leader or anyone considering promoting Omegapro. It's one thing for you to invest your own money and take a risk because you are too lazy, like many of us who put in money. I get that. But it's a different thing for you to be promoting for others to put their money when you have not done any investigation or when you knew that this could be a big risk. So based on my search results, Omegapro owners and the company itself have been involved in fraudulent activities and have been fined by regulatory authorities in several countries as far back as 2019 and even before then. You don't need to take my word for it. I'm an attorney. I don't just make allegations without any proof. Let's walk through some of this proof for you to see for yourself. All right. Here are screenshots that I took from online reports as far back as 2019. As you can see right here, this is a 2019 to January 27, 2019 publication that says Omegapro review 200% ROI in 60 months trading Ponzi scheme, clearly identified as a Ponzi. Part of the text says a UK corporate address provider Omegapro website belonged to Prime Secretariat, a virtual office merchant. Update on the same article on 20th August 2020, France has added Omegapro to their list, to their fraud backlist. it prompted the writer to take another look into Omegapro ownership. And his research, as you can see here, shows that Delaware Singh and Andre Zakas were the owners, and that they have been involved in a prior a scam that is called Omnia Tech. That is one proof that anybody who wants to claim he did any investigation will have seen, because this was out there as early as January 2019. Here is another publication. Omegapro's 2021 FinTech Awards bought a Bollywood show. In this article, which was freely available online, it took me just 3-5 minutes of searching to see this, was published way back February 2022, where it reported a 2021 stuff that is out there, September 2021, that Omegapro boasted that he had won the Best Financial Services Platform Award and the Best FinTech Startup in 2021 award. But this 2021 publication shows that no context was provided, that the awards were handed out in Dubai. They lied. And also, when you look at the backdrop, according to these people who published this way back in September 2021, okay, if you examine the backdrop, things start to fall apart. According to them, as you can see right here, the background is for the midday international showbiz icons for 2021. Basically, they lifted a banner from a showbiz event in 2021, put it behind them, and claimed that they were getting an award. This was out there, as you can see, September 2021, with Omegapro logo. Anybody, Dr. Wolisa, Mr. Daniel Onoja, Tomiwa Arunikmi, Leonard Bonaventure, and all those of you who are claiming that you did investigation, how come you didn't see this? What kind of investigation did you do? Here's another one. Omegapro initiates password XPL token exit scam. They were identified as already planning an exit scam way back in 2022. But many of these people are still associating with them. They are still promoting their products even in 2023. They're even following them to promote the exit scam called Go Global. And yet, they want the world to believe that they didn't know this was a scam. Here is another. May 10, 2021. Also freely available online. Nigerian lives matter. You guys cannot just come here and be aiding and abetting scammers from other countries while Nigeria is the one being regarded as a scamming country. Here is an headline. Omegapro, a fraudulent online trading platform in Belgium. This is freely available on the internet. Anybody can just Google this, Omegapro scam. You will see these reports from 2019. And if you go to some of the blogs on MLM out there, they already fingered this company as way back as 2019, 2020, 2021. Look at this one. The Financial Services Markets Authority on May 5th, 2021, warning follows. Complaint from consumers concerning new fraudulent online trading platforms that are operating in the Belgian market. So they were fully identified as a scam in Belgium as far back as 2021. All these guys refused to take note. Instead, they were busy inviting people, more and more people, to come and invest their money because of the commissions they are collecting from their investment. They are being paid 10% for every person they lured into this Omegapro scam. And that is what they were offering. They did not care about selling their brothers and sisters out. Here is another one. All right, as you can see, Tuesday, 24th September 2021 is when these guys, Tomiwa, Amarachi, Goji, and all this, they continue to promote despite all the evidence that is out there. Here is another one. Of course, even when they did an exit scam and were trying to run away and start a whole new company with the same set of owners called Go Global, these people, Daniel Onoja, Tomiwa Arunikmi, Samuel Ajibare, they call him Big Sam, Bonaventure Gbanugo, and many others who were making crazy profits. I'm talking about $50,000 a week sometimes. They chose to close their eyes, even as far back as 2020, as early as 2023, when it's so clear that this thing is a scam. They've stopped paying people at that time, but they were still following them to a new company called Go Global that is owned by the same set of people. I mean, the hubris of these guys is amazing. It's just incredible. I mean, look at that. These guys, they closed their eyes and they did not care whether how many people are losing money, how many people will continue to lose money. All they wanted was that commission that they get from selling out their own brothers and sisters. Numerous online reports and videos readily available online pointed to Omega's dubious practices and Ponzi-like structure. These reports provided a wealth of information indicating that Omegapro was not a legitimate investment opportunity. But did they listen? No, they did not listen. They kept promoting this. Here is a video out there. That video has been out there since 2021, where a gentleman did a video demonstrating why Omegapro was a scam. Here it is.
It looks okay, right? It looks like an MLM company. They hold big events and stuff like that. But the thing is that anytime an MLM company marries their MLM compensation structure with a guaranteed income and cryptocurrency and promised ROI, that is a huge red flag, and most of the time they end up being Ponzi schemes. So here's the thing, just be careful. Look, I mean, this is your money, okay? I'm not saying that you can't get your money out. There are a lot of people that have, it depends on when you join the company, right? There are some people that have joined Omegapro, right? And they were able to get their money back. Why? Because they joined at the beginning or at the middle of the pyramid scheme, of the Ponzi scheme, right? That's kind of how a pyramid.
All right, that is a video that has been out there since 2021. But yet, Mr. Daniel Onoja and his co-travelers in scam business pretended they never saw it, even though they claim they did extensive investigation on this company before they put their name. And at some point, they're going to have to answer to the authorities and to the Nigerian public. How come they did not see any of these videos while they were doing their thorough investigation and the so-called investigations they hired? Dr. Precious Nwolisa claimed that they hire investigators. It's going to have to show us what investigator she hired. Beyond that, we also know that U.S. Commodity Futures and Trading Commission, CFTC, had revealed that Omegapro lost its trading license in the U.S. in 2019. In fact, Omegapro also faced bans in Dubai and multiple countries worldwide during 2019 and 2020. These regulatory actions provide clear indications that Omegapro was of questionable legitimacy. But they refused. So, given the extensive and easily accessible information available about Omegapro's dubious nature, it becomes increasingly difficult to believe that the top promoters and influencers like Daniel Onoja, Lily Onoja, Bonaventure Ibuanugo, Gift Ajibare, Dr. Chinwe Ikpe, who quotes Bible a lot, Victor Popu, Miriam Ilora, Tomiwa Orunikmi, Charles Anazodo, Sylvester Ehimari, Uche Ray McDonald, Amarachi Ugoji, Sheung Odeneye, Matthew Ogunbodade, Favor Afoma Nwolisa, Jane Ezieba, Peace Eze, Isaac Adeyemo, Karis Olaniyi, and many others. It becomes difficult for us to accept that they were oblivious of these warning signs. They are leaders. They are people who are going around running workshops in hotels and convincing people and their followers. It becomes inconceivable that they will not have investigated a company. Yes, those who invested without doing thorough checking themselves, you can say they have some blames also. But if your own brother brought somebody to your house and say, I trust this guy, I've already checked him out, he is a legit business person. Let's be honest, most will not go and do their own independent checking because they trust the leader. They trust their family member who brought that person into their household. Many will invest on the word and the integrity of the person who introduced them in their family. That's what happened here. So these guys either ignore these glaring red flags, these leaders. I'm talking about all those who are diamonds in Omegapro, especially the crown diamonds, the black diamond, the blue diamonds, and they even have executive diamonds who don't know much, but they are all leaders. They get given humongous awards for achieving that position. Crown diamond people get $500,000 just as a bonus for achieving that rank. Black diamonds are here is $100,000 cash apart from their weekly commission, which sometimes go as much as $50,000 a week, not naira, dollars. So I know you don't believe me that. Let me show you that. Okay, let me show you a few videos about where some of them, like Tomiwa Orunikpi, for instance, who is refusing, despite all sorts of approach to him, for him to at least give some of these commissions back, even if we cannot find the main owners who have disappeared in Dubai, to refund some of the commissions he made. Here's a gentleman who put in $500 to start as one of the leaders who introduced this scam to Nigeria. In one account only, he has made over $3 million in commissions from people's investments. And yet, Tomiwa Orunikpi is refusing to give back some of that commission. We're not even talking about him giving all of it back. We are saying put back 10% or 20% to those who signed up under you. Forget about the others or me. I'm just a spokesperson. I'm not under you. I didn't invest with you. But I'm saying those who invested with you. Why wouldn't you be thinking about giving them at least 10 or 20% of that back so that they have a little money from this comeback? But you want to keep the old money? You say you are not responsible, that they should go and meet them in Dubai when you know these guys have disappeared. Tomiwa, I can't believe you. And that's why I'm calling you out publicly. Tomiwa Orunikpi, you have built houses, you have built estates with people's investment, and you are refusing to take care of them. Here this man with his own mouth. This is not me. Showing proof that he started with only $500. But now, with that one account, he has made over $3 million in commissions. And I'm hearing that he has plenty of accounts, dozens literally. Here is Tomiwa with his own mouth.
I need to buy my first license, guys. This particular same account have earned me over $3 million. Guys, I hope you guys can see the total bonus earned. Can you guys see it on your own side? Let me click on it. Let me click on it for you guys to see. Let me zoom it so that everybody can see. So, guys, look at what is possible here. Look at what is obtainable in this business. Imagine you starting a business with just $500 and in 3 years plus.
Just in case you didn't see that, you can see the 3.9 million here. That is Tomiwa Orunikpi's just one account. I'm going to play that video again. It's less than a few seconds.
To be my children's school fee that I need to buy my first license, guys. This particular same account have earned me over $3 million. Guys, I hope you guys can see the total bonus earned. Can you guys see it on your own side? Let me click on it. Let me click on it for you guys to see. Let me zoom it so that everybody can see. So, guys, look at what is possible here. Look at what is obtainable in this business. Imagine you starting a business with just $500 and in 3 years plus.
That is over that is $3.9 million from just one account, people. From just one account by Tomiwa Orunikpi. And yet, this gentleman is refusing to plow back even 10 or 20% of that back to the people that he scammed to put their money and he got their commissions from. And it's not just alone. He's not even the biggest. Daniel Onoja at one point was making over $70,000 a month, or a week rather, from this game. All right. So I just want it out there because as we continue to hound them all over the world, they need to understand that at this point, nobody is not personal. I'm not doing any vendetta. I'm just representing over 250,000 people that you scammed. Or if you say you didn't know, then refund some of that commission to them. Because if you introduce somebody to your family members and they invested based on your say-so, whether they are stupid or not, whether they should have investigated or not, and then they found out that this was a scam, will it even be, and your brother and your family saying, okay, they paid you 10% and 15% commissions on my money. Can you please return that to me first before we go and look for this your friend that you brought into the household? Will you be telling them, no, you're not going to refund any of it, you're going to keep it? They should go meet the person you introduced to them in Dubai. Wouldn't that be callous? Wouldn't that be wicked? Wouldn't that be ungodly? But that's what they are doing. All of them. You can see their name scrolling under. We have approached them peacefully. We have approached them in an abusive manner. We have approached them by calling them names. We've done everything we can. They refuse to come to the table and volunteer some of this money back. That's why we are calling them out in public. We are reporting their matter to the police, and very soon they will be declared fugitives. We even hear that Daniel Onoja has escaped to Canada with his loot, but God knows where he is. Like Jonah, he cannot escape. See, direct knowledge by some of these Omegapro leaders that it was a Ponzi scheme is a given. They can say all they want. For instance, you hear a doctor favor from a precious Nwolisa or favor Nwolisa is Dr. Afoma Nwolisa, whatever the rest of the name is, Dr. Afoma Nwolisa. Okay? This woman quotes Bible at every opportunity, and I'm going to be doing a separate video on men and women of God who use God to scam people. They will pray before they do their thing, and then they will tell them this is the prosperity God is talking about, and the people should go and put their money. Now that he has exposed that this is a scam, you would think that those men and women of God will have a conscience to say, okay, this is what I was paid from convincing you to invest in this. I'm going to give it back to you guys while I do my best to go and help you find those guys in Dubai. No, they are not doing that. What they are doing is going after me for speaking for those people. What they are doing is trying to delegitimize me as if I'm important. Whatever my past may have been or my future is irrelevant. What is relevant is that you took 200 billion from unsuspecting Nigerians and you are refusing to give any of it back. That is our problem with you. That is the issue. I'm not the issue. I'm just a guy. And if you kill me, like some of you are threatening, or put a bounty on me and I'm dead, the world will ask you, what did you do to Okpebanwo? Because I'm going to expose every one of you before you succeed. And you cannot even succeed in taking my life. My life are not in your hands. Okay? My life is not in your hand. This Dr. Nwolisa, for instance, was seen on video urging his followers to go get other people's money to bring into the scheme without even explaining or showing them what exactly Omegapro owners are doing to justify the commissions that she was promising them. She was only concerned about them going to bring in orders. I could not believe my eyes. She was on video saying this. This is a woman of God, and she's going to have her own special video on that when I'm ready. Okay? I can understand those who don't fear God. But this is a woman that claims she fears God and that God is the judge of her. She even used Bible to try to curse me, to try to intimidate me. And yet this woman was telling people who are following her, these are people who come to Bible studies with her. These are people who come to listen to her share the word of God. She was telling them that they should go get other people's money to invest in this thing, that's how they are going to make money. She did not explain what the company is doing to be able to give them that money that she's promising them. I could not believe my ears when I saw this woman. And you're not going to believe it yourself. I'm going to play you the video. Okay, here it is. Just in case you think
borrowed. I like to say it. Somebody told me one day, don't stop saying it. I said, I would say it so that it will help people that didn't have money. A woman came to me to lend her money. I said, what you need in Omegapro, first and foremost, is knowledge, not money. There's what we call OPM, other people's money. Do you know you can bring people? You can bring people. When you bring people, you use their money. Just ask your leader, please, open an account. Use their money. Just ask your leader, please.
Because of my time and I still have a lot to cover, I can't believe my ears, but we have the full clip of that video, which we are going to be making public. That Dr. Former Nwolisa is supposed to be a woman of God. But you had her yourself saying, go and bring other people and use their money. And yet, she's refusing to return a dime of the commissions that she got. Instead, she decided to set up a prayer warrior group to pray against my debt, to pray against me. But God is bigger than you, and I'm not scared of you. Even when it was clear there was a Ponzi scheme, these Nigerian leaders kept promoting the Ponzi, and that is the part that has made me a crusader for those who lost money with them. See, they knew. See, it's one thing for you to say, I didn't know. It's another thing, even when you know, to keep doing it. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, gentlemen, and ladies listening to this, they even did taunting videos against those who are telling them to take a pause and reconsider the business that they are getting people to. See, it's one thing for how will I call it? It's one thing for you to say, I don't know. It's another thing for you to be taunting people when they told you this is a scam. They say, oh, they say we are being scammed, but we are building houses. They say we are being scammed, but we are buying cars. Come be scamming us, they go. They were even singing songs to say, come, they be scamming us to go. I could not believe my ears, but I'm going to show you these people. All right, I'm talking about Dr. Olawale Peters, who should know better. There's Mrs. Karis Olaniyi, that those who don't know her well will say, oh, this is a woman that really wants to help us. I'm talking about Madam Aisha Yakubu, okay, who are saying, so meaning they heard that this was a scam, but they didn't care. They didn't bother to go and check. They didn't bother to say we're not doing anymore. Instead, they did a video to taunt those who are telling them that. Here is that unbelievable video. In case you don't believe me, here it is.
Scam. If they scam us, we they buy house. If they scam us, we they build house. If they scam us, we they buy cars. If they go international trip, they say Omegapro na scam. If they scam us, we they buy house. If they scam us, we they build house. If they scam us, we they buy cars. If they go international trip, they go 4 years and we see they move.
Yes, you can see the video. I'm looking for the cleaner video so that you can hear them well. They are saying they are buying houses and they are buying cars with the money. So it is okay for Omegapro to be scamming them. They go. I'm going to play that video for you again so that you can hear. There was some static in the download, but you can hear enough.
They say Omegapro na scam. If they scam us, we they buy house. If they scam us, we they build house. If they scam us, we they buy cars. If they go international trip, they go 4 years and we see they move.
My apologies, just in case you did not get that clear video because for some reason it's not playing well. What they are saying that they say Omegapro is a scam, but we are building houses. They say Omegapro is a scam, we are buying cars. They say Omegapro is a scam, but we are going on trips and vacations. Omegapro, they scam us, they go. That was the dance of these people. I'm going to be posting it on the Omegapro scam. Maybe we clear up there. And the people in this video specifically, include Mrs. Karis Olaniyi, who I thought was an upright woman who just maybe got sucked into this without any knowledge. It includes Aisha Yakubu. I don't even know who that one was. I spelled the name wrong. It's Aisha Yakubu. Then Dr. Olawale Peters, that's the one in white shirt. And then some of the other people in the video I could not identify. They were saying they knew it was a scam, but happy to be buying houses and cars. Now that we are telling them to please refund some of these commissions they got, instead, Karis Olaniyi was doing video saying I'm using witchcraft spirits to try to make everybody hate them. But that is you on video, man. That is you saying they said it's a scam, meaning you heard at one point that this was a scam. But did you go investigate? Otherwise, you will have seen that in 2019, 2020, Omegapro has been fined in Belgium, has been banned in Italy, that the people involved were been involved in scam. They were even involved in OneCoin. One of them, Zakas, paid a fine for the OneCoin scam, which was before Omegapro. Any person that cared about their followers, that's what they would do. And I want the public to judge this. It's one thing for you to, there's nothing wrong with MLM. I believe MLM is a good business. If it is done right, it's another marketing strategy. It's a direct selling business. But it is one thing for you to not know that this was a scam. Maybe that might be a little bit excusable, but you still have to refund the money. Legally, you can't keep proceeds of a scam, whether you know it was a scam or not. But it's another thing entirely for you to have heard that it was a scam. Any reasonable person will have stopped promoting this stuff and go do a thorough investigation. But you didn't do that, Karis. You didn't do that, Aisha Yakubu. You didn't do that, Olawale Peters. Instead, you did a video basically taunting and making fun of those who try to tell you that was a scam. I'm going to play that.
They say Omegapro na scam. If they scam us, we they buy house. If they scam us, we they build house. If they scam us, we they buy cars. If they go international trip. Omegapro no dey go 4 years and we still they move. Scammers they go, Omegapro they scammers they go, they go, they go. Scammers they go, Omegapro they scammers they go, they go, they go. I love this guy. Scammer make me debut dance and they buy motor.
Now, those are people that want their followers, and the people believe in them to believe that they do not know. I will see what they will say before the EFCC and before the law courts. We are taking the matter there. We are just calling them out in public so that people can know who they are, because some of these people, they are promoting a new scam now called Go Global, so that when you see them and you hear of them, you know they are scam enablers. They are people who don't care whether what they are promoting is a scam or not. Like I said, it is one thing for you to be ignorant. It's another thing for you to be deliberately careless whether it was a scam or not. And that is my point. And there's nothing you say against me. There's no video you circulate. They haven't tried to say I'm a scammer because I'm telling people they need to go hire lawyers. They are saying I'm this, I'm that. It's not about me, Karis Olaniyi. It's not about me, Aisha Yakubu. It's not about me, Olawale Peters. It's not about me, Daniel Onoja, Samuel Ajibare. It's not about me or whatever it is I am or have done. It is about what you have done with Omegapro. You don't care whether people lose money as long as they pay you money to buy those houses, to buy those estates that you are boasting about all over the place. These guys are so, their hubris is so incredible. I cannot even believe it. All right. When the cries that this is a scam broke and everybody is telling them, let us go investigate, let us go get our money, you know what they did? To sweep the concerns of the people under the carpet. When the owners of Omegapro first started their exit scam by claiming their system was hacked, which is always the way scammers do when they want to discharge their victims. What did they do? Daniel Onoja and his co-travelers in scam. They rolled out one of the most prolific scammers in the world. His name is Paulo Tinyman. oh, I'm going to have a whole new set of videos on Mr. Paulo Taneman, who is one of those guys who came from Dubai to come and scam us with their agents in Nigeria. They rolled out Paulo because people trusted him. He's a foreigner, you know how we Nigerians are. They trolled him out to this man that Daniel Onoja has been using as their front, as their Oyinbo owner, to come and refer to those who want to get out of the scam as rats rushing to leave a ship. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? When people finally got their eyes open and they are saying, it looks like this thing is a scam, can we get our money out? As far back as over a year ago, Mr. Daniel Onoja refused to acknowledge reality. Instead of doing that, he actually had the effrontery to bring this gentleman called Paulo, who has made, from what we are seeing from him, he himself said it, he has made over $200 million. Yeah, dollars, globally, from this thing called Omegapro scam. Because that's over 100 billion is what they stole. This man, one person, who claimed he has made over $200 million, this Paulo Taneman, who we are going to do a lot, we are going to be looking for him internationally very soon. Interpol will be looking for him as soon as we file our cases with EFCC and the law courts. They brought this man who had the guts and the audacity to call those Omegapro investors who are trying to get out as far back as a year and a half ago. He called them rats running from a sinking ship with Daniel Onoja standing right by him. Watch this video, because these are the kind of things that upset me to become a crusader here. Look at it.
Another phase. Like there's not 1% chance that we will not be able to overcome this challenge, ladies and gentlemen. And it's normal. And as my wife just mentioned, like if you have a small organization, let's say you're silver, let's say you're gold, you have a small team, most likely you're facing some small challenges. If you're today a diamond or above and your team become bigger, maybe you're facing some bigger challenges. It's normal. For me, day to day, I'm solving challenges, and for the company, it's exactly the same. The only reason why right now you get confronted with this challenge is simply because the company needs a little bit time. Yeah, it's not a complicated situation, it's just a time-consuming situation, and that's what we need to accept. So, as AK already mentioned, and this is what the founders already reassured as well, yes, we had like a hacker attack into the back office, but no company funds have been affected. What I mean is that there's a difference between the back office and obviously the company wallets. So that has not been affected. This is a challenge that we will overcome. And I want you to understand that Omegapro is a big ship. It's a big boat sailing into the right direction, into the direction of success. And on that path that the boat is going towards success, sometimes you face some hurdles. And sometimes you have maybe a rock that bumps into the ship and there's water entering the ship. This doesn't mean that the ship is sinking, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a challenge that can be overcome. But as soon as the water comes in, who are the first ones to leave the ship? Is it the captain? No. The captain never leaves the ship. The first ones to leave the ship are the rats. And what do the rats do? They leave the ship, they jump into.
All right. Did you hear that? He said the rats leave the ship. The captain never leaves the ship. Liar. They've all taken off. Most of the crown diamonds, most of the black diamonds, the blue diamonds, many of them have taken off to Canada, to London. Of course, they won't come to US. They know I will get them here. They've run to other different countries. The captains are the first ones to jump off. They refuse to refund some of the money that they illegally took from people, whether knowingly or unknowingly. They decide to call those who lost money rats for trying to escape a sinking ship. The audacity of Daniel Onoja, Tomiwa Orunikmi, Samuel Ajibare, by the way, that big Sam guy, has been calling people and threatening them. Practically threatening that they will eliminate me. The world will ask you what happened to Okwebanwo if you try it or you succeed. Bonaventure Igbanugo. These guys have gone underground. Even Tomiwa is no longer driving his G-Wagon all over the place. Now, he's driving one that's soon now. is going to hide all his cars. I mean, these are guys who bought estates, not just houses, estates. And by God's grace, we will track that. EFCC will get all of that, and you will refund our money voluntarily or involuntarily. The part that you took, we are still going to go after Delaware. We are still going to go after Polo. We are still going to go after the big boys. But you that sold out your brothers for 10% of silver, we will fish you out. You can run, but you can hide. Guys, look at some of the, let me show you some of the humongous properties these guys have bought. That Daniel Onoja was actually parading a fleet of Mercedes-Benz cars and a G-Wagon that will not cost maybe 400 million naira right now. As commission, as money paid for with commission. Watch this, watch this. Uh-oh.
Come and see Omegapro doings. So come and see, this is real. Okay, and another latest AMG G63 by the CDD. My brother, if you're not in Omegapro, where you did, advise yourself and begin the doings now. See you at the top.
They call him CDD. They call the other one Big Sam. The hubris of these guys is incredible. All right. These are guys who are proudly celebrating $100,000 cars bought with people's money, and they are refusing to refund any part of it when it became clear that what they have been doing was a Ponzi scheme. Here is another one of them celebrating $100,000 car, and that was way back like 3 years ago.
So guys, I'm so excited today that we've been able to acquire this beautiful machine, German machine, and I want to say thanks to all of the people in Omegapro Africa. This is our win, this is our car, we all own it together. If you can continue dreaming, get out of your bed, get out of your comfort zone, you're going to achieve something like this and even more than this. So go all out there, push the business big, and the sky will just be our starting point.
That is Daniel Onoja. Here's Bonaventure Igwanugo celebrating the house that he claimed cost over $1 billion. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is the house he was celebrating.
Okay, we start from the guest room then. Hey. So this right here.
This one is for
the guest room. Amazing edifice. Mama T. She was asking after you outside. You see? Oh. Yes. All right. So let's go all the way up. All the way up. So you can have a good look of this amazing edifice. 100% paid for with Omegapro. This is BDD's house. Okay, we start from the guest room then. Hey. So this right here.
This one is for
the guest room. Amazing edifice. Mama T. She was asking after you outside. You see? Oh. Yes. all the way up. All the way up. So you can have a good look of this amazing edifice. 100% paid for with Omegapro. This is BDD's house. Mr. Diamond Onoja. Mr.
All right, that was Mr. They call him PDD. I think that is the Daniel CDD. That is Daniel Onoja. Let's look at another multi-million or multi-billionaire house being celebrated by another one of them, this time Tomiwa Orunipi, who also admitted while they were praying that all this house was built with Omegapro money, over from which Nigerians lost 200 billion naira. Here is Tomiwa.
We have seen it on the picture, but today we are in the house live. Yes. In the house. This is a reality of what we are preaching. The Omegapro works. Yeah. And today we are experiencing it live in a house of diamonds. Yes, so we are toasting to the glory of God, saying thank you, Jesus, for what you have done. And toasting to greater heights. Crown diamonds. Crown diamond that will produce more crown diamonds. Yes. So for your support to us, thank you very much. We are grateful to you. You are doing a great support to us, to the whole Leverage Circle and people outside Leverage Circle. And we are indeed grateful to you. So we are celebrating with you, sir. Yes. As I step into this mansion, sir and man. As I step into this mansion, it will be the beginning of greater things. Greater mansion, greater establishment. In Jesus Christ's name. Amen. So cheers to our crown diamonds and the father to medical diamonds. Amen. Yes. Abbas.
I can't be. I want those African standing.
Thank you very much for honoring me and for coming for this. I really appreciate it a lot. And I'm very sure by God's grace, even before this time next year, we'll be celebrating every one of us. Yes. In fact, you guys are going to have something far more bigger and better than this in the mighty name of Jesus. So I really want to appreciate you for your time, for your effort, for believing in us. That's even the most important. Because I keep saying there's no leader without people following them. So if you say you're a leader and don't have people following, now you're taking a stroll. So forget whatever we are saying. You people make it happen. It's your collective effort that got us to where we are. And we really appreciate you. We're not taking it for granted. And I can assure you guys we'll give you more support. And by God's grace, every one of you will be a success story. So, to everybody's success. Next year, by God's grace, when I will be visiting, I know I will not be here, I will be somewhere bigger. And I know you guys will be coming something bigger in Jesus' name. Thank you guys. Thank you, sir.
Sam and Sam, please zoom out.
That's why I'll give you.
Now you get that more.
As you can see, these guys have no compulsions, bringing God into their loot. You see them thanking God, praising God for collecting money from unsuspecting Nigerians. And then when the scam blew up, they did not even have any conscience to say, we are going to give back some of these commissions that we have made, just to show that they are innocent, that they didn't mean to hurt people. They won't even volunteer 10% back. Here is Bonaventure Igbuanugo, who we are hearing now, has even acquired the license to a commercial bank. I forgot the name of that, but we're going to be doing a special on that, because that commercial bank, they deposited 5 billion from where, of course, that's the capital required of that, and it's one of the 3 owners of that bank. We're going to be asking CBN how much money did he put in, because that is Omegapro money, and we're going to trace it there. But here is him celebrating his house with the banners of Omegapro everywhere, showing people I scammed you, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
If not be billing or something they solve. Anyhow you be, our money's involved. Oluwa bless me cause I know it's all. So much pressure on the main figure. I say in dollar, I still want that 10 figure. I need the kind of money where go back down, go to say who be this black skin man where they worry. Oluwa not back me, I want all this money. Don't want to take the same step where I take last year. We don't work for me. Lord, as I cry that they hustle, bless me with this money. Father, your hand that day, I say make Make you run out for me. If we don't make money, waiting we get.
So guys, here at the housewarming of Bonaventure, and as you can see, it's a product by Omegapro.
Yes, sir.
I'm very, very proud. You know, like one day we started, and I remember Bona was there literally from day one. Yeah. I remember from the very first day he came, he looked at the presentation, he took me apart, and he said, "Hey, I need to get started right now before all the other ones get started." I still remember it as the day of yesterday, and look at right now. You know, he's able to accomplish his dreams. He just built his amazing dream home, and you know, I can tell I'm so super excited. I really want to be, for you guys to be the next one to achieve this kind of milestones. Yeah.
Omegapro!
As you can see right there, that was Bonaventure Igbanugo celebrating the house he built with Omegapro's commission. So this is not about people accusing them. This is not about people guessing whether they bought estates with this money. They themselves, they showcased it. Of course, many of them have been deleting a lot of videos online. These are just some that we managed to get before they deleted. Some of them celebrated estates. I'm talking about many houses in a compound that they built with Omegapro money in less than 3 years. And none of them is willing to pay back any of that commission to their victims. Nobody is against anybody being successful in business. But when it turned out that the business you are doing was a scam or has disappeared with people's money, I think the only conscience, the people with conscience, the only thing you can do is offer your apology and then offer something back. That's all we're asking before we go after those guys abroad. I can't go after people in Dubai when I have their collaborators in Nigeria who are refusing to pay back some of this money. That is the bone of contention. But they want to call me names. They want to blackmail me. They want to spread pictures and call me a scammer. We are at it. We will let the public judge about this. Here is another one of them celebrating the purchase of GX 400 or something.
Yes, brand new.
How much?
From Omegapro.
How much in naira?
I don't want to say.
Okay, for security purposes.
Yeah, but people can Google it.
GX 460
GX 460 2021.
That is Samuel Ajibare celebrating latest GX 400. Everybody knows how much that car is sold. Or GT 460. Everybody knows how much that car is sold. And yet this gentleman, Samuel Ajibare, has been busy calling and threatening people who are asking him to simply refund a part of the commissions he took. We are even saying, those of us in the Omega Action Nigeria, the people that I speak for, the over 250,000 people that lost money in this scheme, some of them retirees, some of them widows who lost practically the little they have, are simply saying, give us back a bit of the commissions that at least you have. We know Mr. Zakas, Mr. Delaware are in Dubai and they've taken most of the money. But you got 10, 15, 7% based on their compensation system of this money. At least pay that back. Pay some of it. They're not even asking for all yet. And they said no. They refused. Instead, they want to blacklist. They want to blackmail. They want to threaten to take somebody out for exposing them. And we are saying, bring it on. We're here. The world and karma will not let you get away with it. I can promise you that, because God cannot, for those of you who have gone to go gather some prayer warriors to pray against me that I should die or something should happen, God cannot listen. God is not on the side of evildoers. You are evildoers because you collected commissions. Let's even say you are innocent. You didn't know this was a scam. Why is it hard for you to give back some of that to the people you swindled? You know what they are saying? This one is saying, oh, this one is not under me. This one is not under me. That is not the issue. Put down the money first and let those who lost money under you be able to get something back. You already have estates. If you have 5 houses, what will it be wrong if you sell 2 and give it back to the people. Some of you did not have a car in 2019, like Tomiwa Aronikwe. You did not have a house. You are living in an apartment in 2019. We all know you. But now you have maybe 8, 10 houses, maybe 12. You have lots of cars, and you don't feel any compulsion to refund a few of that to your downline. That part I cannot get, and that part I will stay on until you do the right thing. All we want is for you to top promoters. I'm talking about the Crown Diamonds, the Black Diamonds, the Blue Diamonds, and even the Executive Diamonds to acknowledge that they are aware or should have been aware if they exercise the proper duty of care that Omega Pro was fraudulent based on available information at the time they started promoting it. Just say you are lazy or you are negligent and you're sorry. Number 2, you must bear moral responsibility to assist investors in recovering their funds, particularly those who trusted your endorsements, those who trusted you, Daniel Onoja, and your co-friends. Then you must voluntarily refund some of the commissions. See, I keep using the word some. When you get before EFCC and the law courts, they're going to make you vomit all of it that they can find in your hands. You must voluntarily refund the commissions earned from Omega Pro to demonstrate your commitment to rectifying the harm that you caused to your followers. The evidence is compelling. Top promoters of Omega Pro either knew or should have known about the Ponzi scheme they promoted. It is time for you all to face the truth instead of trying to assassinate me or my character or my mission. It is time for you to accept your moral, ethical, and legal responsibility and take action to help investors recover their hard-earned money. Investors have suffered immeasurable losses. Some have died. Some people are hypertensive now. Some of them are on admission. The widows, there are some widows that right now are living in primary schools because you took the old money they have from them, made them promises, and you didn't deliver. And it is on these promoters, these top promoters, all diamonds, to do the right thing by refunding the commissions they received from this illegal and fraudulent Ponzi scheme. We know you have spent some of that money. We know you have used it to do fine boy. But many of you have houses, you have plots of lands. Some of you own estates. Then another, you have like 5 or 6 cars. Tomiwa Aronikwe, you have maybe 5, 6 cars. Have a heart. Just refund part of that. You are still going to be better than you were in 2019. Because in 2019, you had no job. You are still running from MLM to the other. You had no car. You had no house. Now you have houses now. Even if you take half of the houses you have and sell it and distribute it to those under you who lost money under you, they will still appreciate you and you will still be a multimillionaire. Why is this hard for you guys to do? Because we are not going to let you get away with it, no matter what you are doing right now. Whatever babalawo you are using, whatever prayer warriors you are doing, you need to do the right thing. Which is, if you have 5 cars, you got to sell 3 of them or 4 and pay back, because these are all cars you bought with Omega Pro money. You are still ahead. If you have 3 houses, you need to be thinking about selling 1 or 2 of them and distributing it to your downline. That is all we're asking. I'm not saying you should give it to anybody else. I'm not saying give it to me. I'm their spokesperson. And they all said we should come after you as part of our plan. Number 1 part of our plan, we are going to go after the influencers. We are going to even go after Dubai authorities who are protecting these scammers. We are going to go after the owners. But before we can do that, charity begins at home. And I'm going to call you guys out again so that your conscience can worry you. You can know that the blood and the spirit and the souls of those that you knowingly scam or should have known what you are promoting was a scam, and you did not care enough. You did not do enough due diligence. I just showed you. The information is well out there. There are dozens of videos way back in 2019 that said this was a scam. Even when they told you it was a scam, you were busy dancing and saying, make them the scammers, they go. So you didn't care. Daniel Onoja, Lily Onoja, Bonaventure Egbanugo, Gift Ajibare, Samuel Ajibare, Chinwe Ikpe, Victor Purple, we saw you, Victor Purple, when you were celebrating your own Mercedes that they gave you as commission for luring your own brothers and sisters to invest their money. Miriam Ilora, Tomiwa Arunikmi, Charles Anazodo, Sylvester Ehimari, Uche Ray McDonald, Amarachi Ugoji, Shen Wadenaye, Karis Olaniyi, Matthew Ogunbadede, Favor Afoma Nwolisa, Jane Ezioba, Peace Eze, the one that was busy trying to sell people, lie to people that Omegapro had a bank. I'm coming with your own video. We saw your videos saying that Omegapro has now had a bank so that people should bring more money. When all you had was a customized debit card. God sees you if nobody sees you. Peace Eze, we are going to bring your own video out. Isaac Adeyemo and many others. See, I'm only listing those that I have their names. Those who are in the crown diamond level, black diamond level, blue diamond level, and some in the executive diamond level. Those are the main set of people who are making, some of them, more than $50,000 a week. Everybody who promoted this obviously should be thinking about refunding some commissions back to their downlines, whether you are a gold, you're a platinum, or you're even ordinary marketer. But the biggest boys are the only ones we can go for. The crown diamonds, the black diamonds, the blue diamonds, and some of the executive diamonds. Why? Because we can't go after 100,000 people. And I'm appealing to everyone who has made commission in this thing. Think about refunding a bit of it. And we are saying 10-20% will be okay for now. We know some of you reinvested that money. Some of you built houses with it. Some of you bought cars. Some of you did fine boy, fine girls with it. Some of you probably even married second wives or have side chicks all over Lagos. Drive out your side chick. The money you are paying for that apartment, use it to at least give some of your downlines back. They know, I already told many of them, they may never get their full money back. But if they get 10 or 15% or 20%, I think they will be okay. So you need to do the right thing, morally, ethically, legally, and just what is right. Not this thing you are doing. We are not going to let you go. We are not moving on. Many of them already said we should move on. We should go and go global. Like that, Oladipupo. I'm coming with his own video. This man on audio, I can't believe what he's saying. Obviously, Oladipupo knew this was a scam because he was saying when a scam like this goes down, they don't pay anybody. That it is better for people to go and be doing go global now, which is their exit scam. We all know how that one is also going to end. If you're out there signing up for Go Global, and we're going to do another video on that one, you are going to lose your money because that's an exit scam by the same owners of Omegapro. We'll keep bringing you this expose every day until we get this money or we get the people behind it. The matter is being laid before the security forces, before the criminal agencies, before the law courts. We are just saying, do the right thing before the arms of the law catch up with you, because it will. Whether you're in Canada, whether you're in London, whether you're in Dubai, wherever you run to, karma will find you. That's all I have to say today. Until my next video tomorrow. God bless you. Be aware of scammers. They are everywhere. They look like angels. Some of them carry bigger Bibles than Emefiele, like Dr. Wolisa, Dr. Afoma Wolisa, and Dr. Chinwe Ikpe. When you see them carry that their Bible and preach to you, be careful. They're about to put their hands in your pocket. I will see you.